3.5 million tests a month by October. A top health official has told the US Congress panel on Wednesday. Half of the 3 million tests would be rapid point of care tests, said Admiral Brett Gurrier, who is the Assistant Secretary for Health at the US Department of Health and Human Services. So you could get more information about that. We will share it on MediaMahima.com. Also, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with regard to the vaccine in India. Russia is actually going to be selling 100 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine to India. And the Russian Sovereign Wealth Fund has agreed that this is going to happen. This vaccine is being called Sputnik 5 to Indian drug company Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. Apparently, the fund said on Wednesday as Moscow speeds up plans to distribute its shots abroad. The deal comes after the Russian Direct Investment Fund, that's the RDIF, reached agreements with Indian manufacturers to produce 300 million doses of the vaccine, which is a major consumer of Russian oil and arms. So, and Dr. Reddy's is one of the India's top pharmaceutical companies, and it will carry out phase 3 clinical trials of the vaccine in India pending regulatory approval, RDIF said in a statement. Also, Abhinajan, unfortunately, fortunately, India is now number 1 on the number of cases. There's been a September surge in coronavirus cases in India, and if you want to, find out more, India crosses about 80,000 cases in just one day. Andhra Pradesh is now the second worst hit state. And if you want to find out more about how things are working in India and, is it safe for people to be traveling there, how your family is doing back home, you can go to MediaMahima.com. We do provide, if you want to look up coronavirus updates, there is a particular link tag that you can click on and you'll get updates right away. Let's come back to the United States. Hurricane Sally brought heavy winds and mass flooding as it landed on the U.S. Gulf Coast on Wednesday morning as a Category 2 hurricane, the latest in what has been a busy season of dangerous storms in the United States. Some parts of the Gulf Coast have already been inundated with more than 18 inches of rain in the last 24 hours, with more precipitation expected throughout the day, even as the storm winds slow. Parts of Pensacola, Florida were swamped with floods as high as 5 feet. Wow, the National Hurricane Center said. On the one hand, you have rain and you have storms and you have hurricanes. On the other hand, on the other side, you have wildfires.
It's like hot and cold.
Yeah, and it just seems like getting attacked from all sides, right? I don't know. I
And
just feel like it's a wrath.
internally we have one more person
Yeah.
attacking us like Dimak, like termites, emptying us, our souls.
As fire crews continue to battle deadly wildfires sweeping the western United States, thousands of evacuees in Oregon and other states faced a daily struggle while scientists in Europe tracked the smoke on Wednesday as it spread on an intercontinental scale, Altubaba.
Wow.
Yeah, with state resources stretched to their limit, President Donald Trump on Tuesday approved a request from Oregon's governor for a federal disaster declaration, bolstering federal assistance for emergency response and relief efforts. Dozens of fires have burned about 4.5 million acres. That's about 1.8 million hectares of tinder dry brush, grass and woodlands in Oregon, California, Washington state since August, ravaging several small towns, destroying thousands of homes and killing at least 34 people.
Well, but I'll tell you one thing, killing 34 people we're talking about, just imagine how much of wildlife has been killed.
I know.
Destroyed, in other words. The habitat has been destroyed. In fact, we always talk about only the one thing what affects human beings.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't think about the fact that it also affects wildlife.
Yeah.
And they are a very integral part of us to be a part of the universe, of the world, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
losing them also is something which is really painful.
Yeah, and also they are going to be displaced at this point in time, Banajan. Many of them you might see wild animals and you might see critters coming into your backyards and your neighborhoods if you live in these areas. So please be mindful and call animal control. Don't, they say that they are going to be as shaken and jittery. So please be careful at this time.
Yeah.
The splitting headaches began when smoke from the wildfires rolled in and around Tim Hunt's suburban Seattle home. So, who is this? This is a person who's affected by the wildfires. Next came a debilitating fatigue. As deadly wildfires raged across the US West, Hunt and others are struggling with some of the world's worst air pollution, including Azerbaijan. Apparently, people don't even have this. 64-year-old retired software engineer says that he gets out of bed, eats, drinks water, and then goes back to bed. That's how it's become so bad. And it's like there's not enough oxygen in the air. Enormous plumes of ash and smoke have spread from the region where nearly 5 million hectares were ablaze, and now it has compounded the public health crisis of the coronavirus pandemic. So headaches and nausea and fatigue are some of the symptoms of smoke inhalation and issues that are happening with regard to that. The US Supreme Court has extended pandemic-related extensions. What does that mean? The US Supreme Court will remain close to the public and will conduct its October oral arguments by teleconference as it extended its coronavirus-related restrictions to its new term, a court spokeswoman said on Wednesday. The court's announcement means that members of the public cannot tour the building, and lawyers will present their oral arguments by phone instead of the courtroom itself. The court for the first time heard arguments by teleconference in May as a precaution against the spread of the pathogen. Let's go on over and look at some news from the tech sector. The TikTok deal with Oracle is being looked at very closely. In fact, Senator Marco Rubio is asking President Trump to invalidate that deal. Why? Well, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows on Wednesday said President Trump's administration will continue to review TikTok's deal with Oracle to make sure it is in the best interest of the United States. Marco Rubio is saying if ByteDance is still going to be involved, then you have to invalidate this deal because there is no way that America is going to break free of China.
For people who don't know about this particular deal, read up about it, because the thing is, it's not a buyout. Oracle is not buying out. They are actually merging with ByteDance. Whereas Microsoft bid and Walmart bid was to buy out the whole thing. So they will not have anything to do with the business. So that's why they chose Oracle, because easier. They had an influx of funds. And it was just like a farce, like, oh yeah, smoke, wild smoke.
Yeah.
Very good, Marco Rubio. I don't know what Trump is going to do though. What's he saying something?
Well, Mark Meadows is saying that any deal that gets made or doesn't get made is certainly one between them and TikTok. The whole reason for banning TikTok was more from a national security standpoint than an economic one, and we are going to continue reviewing it.
Okay, they're going to review it. So and let's tell you about Apple. Yesterday they had their announcement, right? I don't know how many of you caught it. They rolled out a new virtual fitness service and a bundle of all its subscriptions. Apple One, focusing on a holiday season product launch on services that are the backbone of Apple's growth strategy and that cater to consumers working at home during the COVID-19 pandemic. They also introduced the new Apple Watch Series 6 that monitors blood oxygen and is going to cost $400 almost, and a more basic Apple Watch for $279. But the bevy of incremental updates to existing software and subscription price tinkering disappointed investors, with Apple shares still closing up 0.2% only. The Apple One bundle is going to cost about $15 per month for an individual plan, or $20 per month for a family plan, and includes television, music, and games. Apple is also offering a bundle of $30 per month that adds news, the fitness service, and more storage. You could get all that information on MediaMahima.com. I already told you about the coronavirus cases in India, right? And it's crippling the relationships between families in India. We're such a huge, joint family system in India. So what did India do? Well, a hospital in India has deployed a customer service robot to patrol its wards, connecting coronavirus patients to their friends and families. Mitra, meaning a friend in Hindi, is best known for interacting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi at an event in 2017. And its piercing eyes are equipped with facial recognition technology to help it recall people it has previously interacted with. A tablet is attached to Mitra's chest, allows patients to see loved ones as well as medical staff unable to access the wards. It takes a lot of time to recover, and during this time, when patients need their families the most, they are unable to visit, said Dr. Arun Lakhanpal, a doctor at the Yatharth Super Specialty Hospital in Noida Extension. And this is the reason why Mitra is being used, because some patients may not be able to communicate using their phones.
That's true. But when Mrita requests servicing, what happens?
I think they have something that they'll have in place, man. In any, I'm pretty sure they'll have something.
I'm sure they'll have something.
Yes. Well, I'm very confident
Very
because I think it's Mitra. He will make sure that Mitra has more Mitra.
I don't think that's anything to do with him. I don't know why you attribute him. You're like, typical liberal media.
What?
Attributing all those things towards him, like, literally.
What that liberal media derides him. I'm supporting him. Whatever.
So whatever, Indian standpoint, you're a conservative media, and in American standpoint, liberal media.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I'm going to tell you one thing for sure, Banjan, is that the Delhi Police Special Cell on Wednesday reached Karkaduma Court and filed a charge sheet in the Delhi violence case, stating that the Anti-Citizenship Amendment Act WhatsApp groups were used to fuel violence in northeast Delhi in February this year. You remember where cars were burned down and people...
Yeah.
So the charge sheet was filed under the sections of UAPA, IPC, Arms Act in the Delhi violence case, and the police said that they are relying on digital evidence, WhatsApp chats and call detail records, that it has also received sanction from the center and the state in this regard. And in news about the LAC, the Chinese army fired a barrage of warning shots in the air at the north bank of Pangong Lake in eastern Ladakh last week to intimidate Indian troops ahead of the talks between the foreign ministers of the two countries in Moscow, officials said on Wednesday. So how did India react? Rajnath Singh is going to be addressing Parliament, and we'll find out more about the India-China standoff tomorrow right here on the show. To catch up on the latest on the Sushant Singh Rajput case and also on what Kangana Ranaut is now running a mouth about Jaya Bachchan and who else is responding to Kangana Ranaut and taking her on, you can go to mediamahima.com. That's all we have for you on this morning's Good Morning Bay. We will be back tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Till then, have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday.
बोलेंगे सब अनाड़ी सबको मनाने की तेरी नहीं जिम्मेदारी